Public school libraries in Iowa, typically places of order, are starting the school year with some confusion.
Yeah, KCCI Investigates shows us the legal fight that's left schools in limbo tonight.
The timing of this ruling, which is putting librarians and teachers and others across the whole state in a situation of trying to figure out what to do.
Joshua Brown of the Iowa State Education Association says districts aren't sure how to move forward. A sweeping education bill signed into law in May of 2023 set restrictions on age-appropriate materials in school libraries or classrooms. Senate File 496 requires books that have descriptions or visual depictions of a sex act to be removed. In November, LGBTQIA+ youth, teachers, and major publishers sued, hoping to overturn the law. A U.S. district judge issued an injunction putting the law on hold, but earlier this month, a federal appeals court judge overturned the injunction. It was sent back to the district court, and there could be more legal steps. The court's decision is leaving school librarians in limbo.
The state legislature and the Governor Reynolds, who passed this, have not made sure there is adequate state guidance for school districts to actually know what they should be doing.
KCCI Investigates contacted a half dozen districts about what actions librarians are taking ahead of the first day of school. All responded they're working with attorneys. Several schools we talked to said they'll likely proceed if the law is in effect. The State Board of Education has not provided rules on the book part of SF 496 due to the court battles. Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird says the judge's ruling is a win for protecting school children and for parents' rights.
As a mom, it's important to me that kids have access to age-appropriate books in school and that school libraries are a safe place for kids. And so this law that Iowa has that was upheld by the court only applies to the school setting. Parents can still make materials available to their kids as they see fit as parents.
In Des Moines, Jody Long, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
And the State Department of Education did not respond to a request for comment about the guidelines.
Johnston Community School District says they won't be purchasing 4 books as a result of the new law. District leaders stress the following books aren't banned, just not being bought. Those books are neither The Founders Unmasked, Indigenous America, and Johnny the Walrus. The district tells KCCI 2 of the books were pulled because they couldn't be reviewed in time to confirm they didn't violate the law. The other 2 were determined to have, quote, perceivable violations. The books would have been used in elementary school social studies classes.